Hello, my name is Pastor Mike Fryer. I'm the Director of Christians for Zion UK, and I want to introduce to you today a trailer of a set of 3 DVDs which discusses paganism in the church. The content of the DVD, I'm sure, will catch your imagination and prepare you for the return of the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach. What I aim to show you in the presentation is that within the church, within each denomination, including the charismatic movement, there are spiritualities that are not of God and actually are opposed to God. They include paganism, witchcraft, Kabbalah, New Age. And I want to demonstrate to you through these DVDs that these things exist and are taught within the church, and that actually God wants to remove them. So I hope you enjoy the DVDs, and I look forward to hearing from you as a result of what you see and hear today. Thank you. First of all, we need to understand that the church is a mixture of both good and evil. It's a big statement, but it's true. Which laws are the church following? Whose laws are they following? Are they following man's laws or God's laws? Man's laws. Clearly we are following the laws of man, those things that man says we should do within the church for whatever reason, and we ignore the laws of God. The historian's view of paganism is very, very important to us, because we can listen to our church leaders that have an agenda. And we all have agendas, don't we? Let's face it, I have an agenda in here in teaching this, but I want us to understand that if we can get a non-biased view from somebody who has studied history, then it will help us understand a little bit more how the world sees the church. Never mind how we see it, but how the world sees the church. Edward Gibbon, in his book Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire, states, with regard to paganism in the 3rd, 4th and 5th century, in exact proportion as paganism has disappeared from without the church, in the very same proportion it appears within it. And Franklin H. Little came from America to lecture us on church history and how the church had been an aggressor towards the Jews. And he said this, he said, "It was a triumph of paganism over the Christian movement of the day, and it caused the bishops to serve the state and not the church." And he said, he stopped, he was in his 80s then, he said, "And I want to tell you, it was bad for the Jews." The Bishop of London wrote back to me and said that actually, although these things are being taught in the church, it's not being taught on a Sunday. If Yeshua came back and Paul came back and saw a Catholic Anglican vicar ministering in Tewkesbury Cathedral or Chester Cathedral, or, you know, with all these symbolisms and all the dead bodies around them, would they relate that worship, particularly if it was at Christmas and Easter, to pagan worship in Egypt, or would they relate it to Christianity? This is the Bone Church in Prague. This is as you enter the Bone Church in Prague. This is on the ceiling, the altar and every communion table in the church. Everything is made from the bones of the community. This you'll see the Sheila in Kilpeck. Can you see her there? But this is above the door. See how she's holding a vulva? That's in a church. If you put that over a school door, would you allow your children to go to school? Why do we take our children and our families into a church that has that? Chester Cathedral, this is the imp. He's definitely a demon. What I'm trying to depict here and show you is that the Anglican Church, supposed to have been the church of reform, is steeped in idolatry still. Pope Stephen hated Formosus, and once they found him guilty of those heinous crimes, they cut off his 3 fingers of blessing. Now, you've seen the 3 fingers, haven't you, used by the Pope? Maureen have the 2 fingers and the thumb, yeah? That is also a blessing, yeah? They were the symbols of the blessing of the Mithrite priest.